Welcome back to Dynamics. Okay, so this is a movie review. No more politics. I wanted to get this out there as quickly as possible. I did have a couple of videos that I had to put out before it due to the timeliness of the stories. But you want to go see this movie in the theaters. You want to see it just as soon as you get the chance. The movie I'm reviewing is Longlegs, as you saw in the title. You need to go see this movie in the theaters. If you're a fan of horror in general, if you're a fan of Nicolas Cage, if you're a fan of, some crazy character acting, if you were a fan of Silence of the Lambs, people are comparing it to that. You'll probably like this movie. It's not exactly the same, more modern take on it too. But if you're into that, if you were into Silence of the Lambs, you probably want to see this movie. If you just like good acting and you like movies, go see this movie. You want to see it in the theaters. It's definitely more of an experience. I may see it a second time just to kind of get that experience I'm usually used to. I went with my girlfriend. The theater was crowded. And I'd like to see it more in an empty theater by myself like I do with most of my horror movies. So I may see it again. And I don't do that very often. I don't like to see movies more than once very often. But I may do that this one. But anyways, let's talk about it. Great movie, by the way. Just go see it. But who's in it? Let's start with that. Okay. Micah Monroe is the main actress. She plays Agent Lee Harker. Is it Micah or Micah? I think it's Micah. But Micah Monroe. What's she from? What else has she been in? She was in It Follows. Oh, okay. She was in The Fifth Wave, Ringer, though, so I don't know if that's a main character. I don't remember her from that. Independence Day Resurgence and The Guest. All right. Let's see. More recently, God is a Bullet. Not sure about that one. Significant Other, Watcher, Flashback, Brothers by Blood. Alright. Trying to see if anything else stands out to me. I didn't recognize her. So although I've seen a couple of movies she's been in, they were probably like smaller roles. Well, was she the main girl in It Follows? She was. Okay. Alright. So, I mean, she was a little familiar, and so yeah, I guess she was the main character in It Follows. Alright. I may need to go back and watch that one again. Alright, so, that's who she is. She was good. She was really good in this. Really awkward. Not like full on, like she has a problem, but obviously socially awkward, and has taken this position because she is more of a socially awkward person, but very leading lady-esque as well, through different parts of the movie. She did a good job. Who else is in this? Nicolas Cage, obviously. He plays Longlegs, and so Nicolas Cage as Longlegs, that is just something you have to see. It was so good. So good. He had prosthetics, he had makeup, he had long hair, he used a crazy voice, and it was almost like you weren't watching Nicolas Cage. That's how good it was. But he's such a good actor, and it's him. But it definitely did not remind me of his other roles, and he was really good. Who else is in this? Blair Underwood was in this. Agent Carter. He's also one of the main characters. He's kind of like mentoring Agent Lee Harker, Micah Monroe's character, and they're both trying to solve this long-running serial killer crime. Not really a serial killer. It's kind of interesting. So the premise of the movie, before I continue on with the actors, their families over the course of 30 years, I can't remember how many they said, maybe like 15 or something like that, families have ended up dead, all considered to be murder-suicides. So one member of the family kills everybody else and then kills themselves. But there's letters all in the same handwriting at every scene, signed Longlegs, so signed, by the main killer, but it doesn't look like he is killing these people with his own hands. They're doing it themselves, but somehow he's causing them to do it, and so they're trying to solve this, because it's still, it's crime, obviously. Kind of like Manson, how Manson didn't actually go in and kill the people. He sent the people in to kill the people, type thing, right? All right, so who else is in? And they're trying to solve that. So Blair Underwood, and Alicia Witt is the. Oh no, wait, Alicia Witt is not. The other agent is Agent Browning, which is played by Michelle Choi Lee. We'll come back to that. Okay, so Alicia Witt is Ruth Harker, so that's Agent Lee Harker's mother. What do we know her from? Nothing. Dune, the original Dune, 1984. The original one. Played Aaliyah. Interesting. She was in Urban Legends. She was Natalie in Urban Legends. Miss Burns in Last Holiday. She was in The Orange is the New Black. Again, I don't really watch that, but a lot of people do. Lore, she was in only one episode of Lore. Okay. All right. Oh, back to Blair Underwood. Blair Underwood, what have you done? Quite a bit. Deep Impact, Just Cause, Rules of Engagement, Gattaca. More recently, he's been doing TV series lately. Yeah, I think his movie career has kind of waned in recent years, and he's mostly been doing TV series. He was in Quantico, 35 episodes of Quantico. He was, The Lion Guard is looks like it's animated. He was a voice in that. Three Women, he was in 10 episodes. He was in 10 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Andrew Garner. I still need to go back and watch that. Anyways. 9 episodes of Ironside, so a lot of series. The Event, he was President Elias Martinez in The Events TV series. I think I remember that. I'm trying to find movies, but yeah, he... From Cape Town with Love, he was in that. Yeah, so he was a bigger actor years ago, and I recognize his name. All right, moving on. He did a solid job in the movie. Quite the story arc. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but interesting character. Same thing with Alicia Witt, who played Ruth Harker, Agent Lee Harker's mom. Interesting story arc. Not going to give any spoilers. She does a really good job of showing a variety of characters and voices and motivations. We'll go with that. Michelle Choi Lee is Agent Browning. That's Blair Underwood's Agent Carter's partner. She has been in a ton of stuff as well. She was in Joyride, Yellow Jackets, The Good Doctor, Resident Alien. Oh, only one episode. Let's see. Any movies? The Unforgivable? Nah. No, mostly TV series. Okay, who else? We have Dakota Dolby as Agent Fisk. I think he's only in it for like a short bit. Let's see, what do we know him from? Shogun. He was in that new Shogun series that I need to watch. He was in Billy the Kid, the TV series. Any movies other than Longlegs? He was in 13 Miles, Fiona. He was in... He was doing a lot of shorts, so he probably wasn't like a big actor or anything. More a TV series actor again. Anybody else I want to touch on here? No. No, there's quite a few good side characters, but that'll be that for what we'll talk about here. But again, this movie, it was directed and written by Oz Perkins. They were kind of going for like a trauma type of storyline. That, you know, these characters had experienced traumas, and these are how they manifest themselves, with the guise of it being kind of like a supernatural serial killer story. You know, how supernatural it is kind of open for interpretation, but it's definitely has some satanic undertones to it, and some overt Satanism is involved in this story. Overall, though, just a fun movie. Get in there, watch this movie in the theater, check it out, enjoy it. No spoilers on how it all wraps up. Yeah, I won't even say anything about sequels or anything like that. It looks really good. It looked really good going into it. There were only a few things I was left disappointed about. I was kind of hoping it was going to have more of that dread. You were going to be scared more. Like, not like, I mean, we're adults, you know, so we're not like, but like, you know, just, something's going to happen, you know. I was hoping there was more of that, but there was some of that. There was some jump scares. There was some gore. Overall, just kind of a good, nice variety of horror aspects. And I just really enjoyed it, and I think you will too. So definitely go watch it. All right, everybody, take care. Have a good day.